Welcome back to the O-Gauge Evolution podcast, episode 6 here. I know it's been a little bit of a time break since the last one, but I have a familiar name back with us here. We got Salty has joined us back on the living side of people. So, Salty, how have you been, man?
I have been good, other than battling an illness and dealing with car stuff at the end of summer. But other than that, all is well. How have you been, sir?
I've been good, man. I'm good. I'm happy to hear you recovered from your illness. There, it sounded like you had a rough little couple weeks or a couple months back, I guess. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
good to see you back recovered from that, man. So
yeah.
we've been busy. It's been a busy time in the train hobby. We've had York, and now it's into the fall where all the guys in the north are participating more in trains now than they do in the summertime. And I'm still here just doing trains like I was in the summer. So, I'm doing all right.
Right on, right on. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Yeah, so there's been a lot going on here in the past couple weeks. As we know, we're getting towards the end of the year. We're going to start seeing a lot of the pre-orders are going to start coming in, now, and that from the earlier catalogs this year, or releases, or whatever we're going to call them. But the big one, I feel like the big one that's catching all the headlines right now is the Commodore Vanderbilt.
Yes,
What do you think
yes.
about that, man?
Oh, well, number one, why is that considered vision line?
I'm not real sure. I think because the side of it looks like it has acne, I guess, maybe. I'm not real sure, but,
Okay,
I don't I
okay.
I heard Kunkel try to explain it, why, if you don't know who Kunkel is,
Yeah.
Ryan Kunkel from Lionel, for anybody out there
Yep.
listening who doesn't know, but, he tried to explain it off in one of his episodes when they released it this year, and I wasn't buying it then. I'm still not buying it now. They did them in a bunch of different colors. They did the black one, the gray one, the gold one. I think there's a red one, maybe a blue one somewhere. I don't know, man. To me, like, this is the unpopular opinion about the Commodore, but, I think if I had the money to just waste on a train to sit on a shelf, I would buy the gold one. I think the gold one is catchy. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but as far as the model goes, I don't think it's very correct. I think the one that Lionel did back in the mid '90s is probably a little bit better version of it.
I agree. I agree. The problem I have, well, I'm gonna scare everybody here because 'cause you're all gonna realize that I actually do like Lionel.
Whoa.
To me, yeah, to me, I remember when the Vision line came out, just like you did. The 2 engines that were introduced, to me, are what symbolize what the Vision line should be. 2 highly detailed locomotives, 2 locomotives that have never been offered pretty much in any scale, and features that were completely brand new. I do not think Lionel should put the Vision Line name on a streamlined locomotive. Inherently, they're going to have less detail. I don't understand why they did that. So, and having a not straight body to me does not make a Vision Line feature. So, that's my
Yeah,
2 cents.
I agree, and same thing what you said about, Invisalign is supposed to be the cutting edge type of deal. But with the Commodore, them claiming that I don't I don't necessarily know that that was the verbiage that they used, but, like, them making the side of the engine look like it was supposed to look, that should just be standard issue stuff with making a model, But, yeah, you're right. There is no cutting edge features on the Vanderbilt, and I don't know, man. I feel like they just stuffed an engine in a black box and said, "Hey, here's your new Vision engine. Pay a bunch of money for it. Here you go."
Money grab.
Yeah, it seems to be that's what the Vision name has turned into, is a money grab, which is unfortunate because, like, there's a lot of guys out here that know what stuff I have in my collection. I'm a giant Vision fan. I have a lot of them. I think when I say a lot, I think I maybe have 12 Vision now or whatever it is. But it's just I kind of have stopped ordering the Vision engines because I just don't see the value in ordering them anymore.
No, I hear you on that. I hear you on that. All my favorite ones have already been made, unfortunately. I've mentioned this multiple times, but the one I would love to have is the Niagara.
The Niagara needs to be acquired. I need that one as well. And
Needs to be acquired. I like that.
yeah, that's kind of how I break things down anymore. It just needs to be acquired. But
Yeah.
That was a t I don't know. I feel like, like, same thing goes with that new Hudson. They're re-releasing slash not re-releasing, but, I didn't buy that, 'cause I just didn't feel like it was gonna be a Vision Line product that was gonna stand out from what they did in the back in the 2010 release, so we're just
And do you really need any more Hudsons? I think you have more Hudsons than you have big boys now, don't you?
Wow, I do. I currently do. I currently do. The current total is 5 Hudsons, 4 big boys currently, so Hudsons are I don't know how that happened. I don't know how we got here, but we have 5
Yeah,
Hudsons now, so and
yeah.
for a long time,
I
I
don't
had 0 Hudsons, but here I am at 5.
There is nothing wrong with that. That is a good engine to collect. So,
Now I know, there's gonna be some people listening to this, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, 5 Hudsons, that's not very many." It's a lot for me, man. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have the
well,
largest collection.
that's plenty for anybody. If somebody needs more than that, they're on a different collecting level than I am. So we're okay.
Yeah. Problem is there's another Hudson I've already identified that I want, so
Which one?
it's MTH Premier. I forget the name or the model number for it now, but, yeah, it's an MTH Premier. It's a J1E, I think?
Oh, New York Central one.
Yeah.
I'm a lowly guy. I've only got 2 Hudsons. I've got a Santa Fe and then a Canadian Pacific Royal Hudson. So
Yeah, all of mine are, they're all New York Central, every single one of them. So,
yeah, nothing wrong with that. I got New York Central stuff. So no big
yeah.
deal.
I'm sure there will be, more of them added. I don't but you're right. I don't know how many more I need, but, yeah, we'll get some more. I'm sure we'll know, but at least 2 or 3 more of them. At some point. I do need a Dreyfus again, so,
Yeah,
but,
I do like the Dreyfus. I will say that. So
yeah, the Dreyfus is nice. I will have to get another one since I sold mine, but, speaking of pre-orders coming in, did you, order anything out of the Atlas catalog?
the only things I did not order from this catalog, but I am waiting for my Trinity hoppers to come in from Metka. So
Okay, okay.
forgot about that. Sorry.
Oh, you're good, you're good. I did get my order in a while ago, and, some of the stuff that I ordered were the new Atlas tank cars. I think I ordered, like, 4 of them or whatever it is, but, because I have a couple set next to me here. Do you have any of the Atlas tank cars yet, man?
Yeah, yeah, I do. And I actually just bought my first 3 yesterday at a train show, and I am now mad at all you guys because nobody told me how cool these things are. No, I got the Steam era classic ones, not the modern type stuff, because that's
Yeah,
pretty much what I collect. But I am
yeah.
thoroughly impressed by this thing,
Yeah, they're nice.
and I'm looking at one right now. So sorry, but yeah, I am a firm believer in these. Kind of like your Hudsons, many more of these are going to be added to my collection in the coming months. So
Yeah, man, I got on a kick, I don't know when it was, but, I really started, like, trying to find tank cars that I like, and I've added a few now, and, like I said, I got a few on order, pre-order stuff, but, yeah, the Atlas tank cars, they just feel like a quality piece of rolling stock. I've heard I made a video comparing them to the RMTs, and I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, they're not the same price." I know, but you people out there like to act like RMT is just as good as all the other manufacturers, so I made some comparison videos. Feel free to check those out on my YouTube. That's, Joker's Trains on YouTube. But, at any rate, the Atlas tank car is, it's just solid, man. It is just it's a nice piece of rolling stock. I'm very impressed with them.
it is, it is. The only other real tank cars that I've owned in the past are the late scale K-line ones,
Yeah.
which were aluminum and die cast, but they didn't really have a lot of these steam era style ones, which is kind of more what I collect these days. So
Yeah, I
I'm a
didn't realize that the 11,000-gallon tank car was a steam era car until when I got one, it was in a steam era box, I looked it up, I'm like, "Oh, that car was made in, like, the '50s." Makes sense.
Yeah, hold on here. I got my glasses on. I can tell you. Yeah, this car was made in 8 of 1950.
That's pretty
So
cool, man. That's pretty
that
cool.
is that this must be right when they started modernizing tank cars would be my assumption. I'm not 100% sure. So
Yeah, so now I can feel free to get more tank cars, but, it's,
you and me.
it Atlas does that. Atlas will take over your whole collection, like, once you buy, like, 1 or 2 pieces and you start comparing them to other manufacturers, you're like, "Oh, this is better. We're gonna start buying more of these."
Oh yeah. And guys, don't give me shit. I gave Atlas a chance right when they started, so I've been buying them since they first came out in the late '90s, and I've always liked Atlas products. I have quite a few Atlas engines, Master and Trainman, and I have quite a few of their pieces of rolling stock, so firm believer in Atlas, always have been.
Yeah, yeah, Atlas is nice, even the Train Man, like, it's not that far off from, like, their high-end stuff, so
I I don't know if you agree or not, but I was talking in one of the live streams the other night. I would put Trainman on par with MTH Premier for the most part. I think the
Mm.
detail's pretty similar to me. There's separate grabs, there's no opening doors or things like that, but to me, I'd buy the Atlas ones before I would buy MTH. Sorry. So,
Yeah, yeah, actually, Train Man is probably pretty close to some Premiere stuff. Now, some Premiere stuff you get, they're really well detailed, and then you'll get some other Premiere stuff, and it's not quite as nice. So,
yeah,
yeah, I feel like it's an accurate assessment though for the most part.
cool. Well, thank you.
For the most part, I feel like you're on point there, and but we were talking about pre-orders, and it's the time of year that it is, and everybody's starting to get stuff coming in, whether it be Lionel, MTH, Atlas, whatever, whoever it is, with the Vanderbilts coming in. I figured that was like the start of all the late fall items coming in. Man, do you have anything that you're expecting to come in this year?
Nope, nope. Like I said, just Atlas Trinity hoppers, but I think they're coming in next year. But that is all. There was all the catalogs this year. There wasn't a lot of stuff made that I was into. Not a lot of my road names and things like that. So I just kind of held off this year.
You're doing better than me, sir. You're doing way better than me.
But I don't know. I'm gonna have the same problem you are, and that's gonna be our pal Jay there. I got a feeling there's gonna be quite a few third rail pre-orders come next year. So
Yeah, yeah, that is a problem, because like everybody, I'm looking at all these people, and it's like, oh, it's the Christmas season, everybody's all jolly, and I'm over here like I'm about to get hammered by pre-orders going, and this is terrible.
uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah, man, I'm waiting on one for sure to be here in December. It's the MTH Premier B&O Pacific custom run from the Muffin Man. I'm excited about
Awesome.
that one. I'm really excited about this engine to come in. We've me and a few friends put a decent amount of effort into making sure that went back and forth with the Muffin Man there to get the details correct on it. So that's exciting. So if you guys are looking for a B&O Pacific there, I think you can still place your orders for them at Mr. Muffin's custom runs page there. But yeah, that's the first one on the list. And then, coming up right up behind that, I got the third row E8s. I'm on the easy squeezy payment plan, as our friend Big Rich would like to say.
It's funny, dude.
Yeah,
Easy squeezy.
Jay at third row he's really gracious and lets people puts them on a payment plan, which was cool because I don't know if you guys have ordered anything from third row, but it's not the cheapest adventure you're going to go down. So
But you're gonna get a hell of a product.
yeah, man, I'm really excited for those. That's those late paint scheme B&O E8s, that have the white stripe on the bottom, and Lionel happens to be doing them as well. And when I saw them cataloged in the Lionel catalog, I was like, "Hey, man, hey Jay, you think maybe you can do these for me so that I don't get purple B&O engines? That'd be great." So he was kind enough to add those to the list, and then it was only right that I ordered them. So I ordered an ABA set of those. So I'm really excited about those, man. That'd be my first. My first engine that I bought brand new from Third Rail, so it's exciting. It's not cheap, but it is exciting. So nonetheless, I think those will be here in March or so. So
You're gonna like them. You really are. Trust me.
yeah, I have a Third Rail steam engine that's older. I think 2004, 2005, somewhere in that range, and it leaves it doesn't run well. The TMCC in it is terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get these E8s, and if I still don't like the TMCC on those, we can always add the Bluenami boards to them, straighten them out. But
Yeah, I would do the, I would do the blue Nami on that one.
yeah, it all depends how it runs. Like if it runs well, I'll leave it until it doesn't run well, and then we'll change it. What as we know now, Jay announced it at York that he will be adding Bluenami options into his newer models, so that is exciting.
Yep. Yep. I like old Jay. I even like the, can I be a Southern Pacific nerd for a minute?
You can.
All right. Do you know where, his parent company, Third and Townsend, do you know what the meaning behind that is?
No, I do not.
Third and Townsend is milepost number 1 for the Southern Pacific Railroad in San Francisco. It is the location of their main passenger station that was right in downtown San Francisco.
I had no idea what that meant, and I actually have meant to ask him what that means or where it came from.
Now you
Um,
know.
I would have never guessed that, so that's
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
we were joking about that in the live stream one night when he was just kinda he wasn't a guest, he was just on the side, and him and
Yeah.
I were kinda yeah, because yeah, he's from the Bay Area, so that's a pretty cool name. I thought that he came up with that. First time I heard that from the original company, Third and Townsend, a few years ago, I was like, "Ah, that's the best train company name ever."
That's pretty funny, dude. I didn't know that, but
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, so I have that on pre-order, and then after that, there's MTH. The 440 Americans are coming with the Woodside
mhm.
passenger cars, and it's just gonna
Oh,
keep
yeah.
getting worse and worse as we go. So, oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, but I do have some Atlas stuff on order, so that's gonna should space things out quite a bit.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice, nice. Yeah, it's hard to kinda judge pre-orders and stuff like that. That's kinda why I don't pre-order stuff a whole lot anymore, because I'm like you, I'm always looking for stuff on all the different sites, and there just might be a time when I see something and I might need to shell out, well, the rare stuff that I kinda go after, and I
yeah,
might have to I might have to immediately shell out a pretty large chunk of money, so I kinda always have that in the back of my mind.
yeah. You go after the most obscure things I've never heard of. I'm like, I'm happy I don't have that problem. So,
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah,
It's just what I like, and
yeah.
it seems people in the server seem to like my taste sometimes, so
Yeah. I'm like I'm a more casual guy. I like the more normal stuff. And because like sometimes you'll be like, hey, look for one of these. I'm like, I have no idea what that is, man. I gotta go Google that.
Yeah, I'm kinda the same way with, when it comes to when you guys are like, naming your numbers on B&O steam engines, like, the classes, like, obviously, I know what an
Ah,
EM1 is,
yeah, yeah,
but,
yeah. When we
when
saw like
you say
S
a T1, yeah,
Yeah, like T3s, T4s, S3s, yeah, when we get going down the rabbit hole.
yeah, yeah, but, I'm sure I could do the same thing with Southern Pacific, and only a few people would know, but
You 100% can do the same thing with Southern Pacific without a doubt, man. I would be just throwed off. I have no idea what's going on here, but no, it's cool. That's the cool thing about it, with having a company like Third Rail around that they will make stuff that is some of the more off the wall products that the general
yes.
consumers are not interested in, like stuff because if Lionel doesn't make it, a lot of people don't want it. So
Yeah, the other thing too with Jay and why I promote his company is, he offers correct models,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is something we don't have anymore.
And speaking of correct models, have you seen the new Texas special cars? They're starting to ship right now.
Yes.
I think I
Yes.
saw a video on his Instagram page of the new Texas special cars.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow!
Uh,
Makes my
uh,
K-line cars look pretty janky.
I know. His stuff is, I mean, it's just amazing. That's all I can say. And, I realize there's 2 different classes of purchasing in our genre of O-Gauge, but
Yeah,
if
yeah.
if you like an actual detailed, accurate model, you have to own something from Third Rail. You have to. At least try it. At least try one.
Yeah, for sure. And like I've been around their engines and their cars and stuff, and they are nice, right? And I understand a lot of people don't like the price; they don't want to pay that much money for a TMCC engine. Well, I don't want to hear any arguments from anybody out there about the price of their passenger cars if you're a Lionel guy, because Lionel charges about the same, and their cars are not the same.
No,
But
no.
I'm waiting to order my first third rail set. Next time Jay does some B and O passenger cars, I may have to break off and order
Do
that.
it.
And
Do it.
I really wanted that Empire Builder set, but then I ordered the diesels instead. So like, let's be real. I'm not wealthy. I can't order diesels and and passenger cars at the same time. So we have to break it up over here. But I'm
Oh, yeah,
excited
yeah.
for whenever he does a B&O set of passenger cars again. I will definitely order it.
I would too, because they're gonna be correct. So,
They're going to be correct, and they're also going to make the rest of my passenger cars look cheap and ridiculous. But that's fine. That's fine.
yeah, yeah, unfortunately, that's the problem when you buy super detailed stuff, but,
Yeah.
just dim the lights when you're running your own trains, and then you won't notice it. That's why I'm in the
Uh,
net. Come on.
that's funny. Didn't know.
Yeah, nobody'll know. Nobody'll know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the pre-order front right now is it's getting a little rough, a lot of stuff starting to come in here in the next few months, and it's going to be good times. I like getting new stuff. I just hate paying for it. I'm pretty sure that's the general consensus with everybody in this hobby, so.
Yes, yes, especially nowadays, but at least
Yeah.
you're getting what you paid for with a lot of your stuff coming from Third Rail. I hate to keep going back there, but I will defend that company 100% on their pricing. I'm sorry. So,
Yeah, and their stuff is nice, and it is. I feel like it's a trade off between electronics and accuracy for details. But
mhm,
like I'm gonna get that B&O Pacific from MTH, and as long as the drawbar in it works properly, because I have the worst luck in the world with the PS3 steam engine drawbars, and I know there's some people out there that may or may not listen to this, and they think I'm just a Lionel Homer and I hate MTH. It's not the case. I've noticed that when I fool with MTH PS3 steam engines, I have issues with the drawbars. They don't
yeah,
seem to work correctly. Um, so we'll see how that goes.
yep. I've had other people tell me that who are well known within the YouTube community, and well, I'll tell you, one of our guys in the server, Knack Shack, he told me when it comes to steam engines, he only buys Lionel for the most part. He does not like modern MTH steam. So I thought that was kind of interesting, especially
Yeah,
considering his latest project.
a
So,
lot, a lot of guys are like that I've encountered, and I get it, right? And hey man, I'm a fan of PS2 MTH
yeah,
Premier steam engine. I don't mind the tether. A lot of people say the tether bothers them. I don't care. I
yeah.
don't care, man. I'm running trains in a house. All right.
Yep.
Well, in my case, it's a garage, but
yeah, I'm a brass guy. Every steam locomotive I has a tether. So
yeah, yeah,
it's a
they
solid electrical connection. My trains run better. So there you
yeah,
go.
they're all toy trains to me, man. Like I don't, that
Yeah.
little tether isn't gonna bother me. So but
No.
like the PS2 Steam with the tether, they just work. They work properly and they work well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Same tether that was on the dreaded PS1s. Same exact thing. So,
oh yeah, the old ding ding toot toot.
yep. Exactly.
But that is the way it is, I guess. So we'll see how the drawbar works, and if it doesn't work properly, we'll figure out a way to address it.
Right on.
Don't know how it's gonna go, but I am excited about that engine. We spent a
Yeah.
little bit of time and effort trying to get that engine detailed correctly to be a B&O engine, not just a Pacific that they put B&O on. So that's
That's
exciting.
that's that's cool. I didn't know that you actually had a hand in the collaboration of that. So that's pretty cool.
I had a very little hand in it. It's actually more from our buddy Retro Mikado,
Oh
John.
yeah, yeah,
He's on the
yeah.
Miniature Models podcast, and Sid. And I think there was another guy that they talked to that had a little bit more effort than I did, but it was like a joint effort. I had to chip in a little bit, so I had to order it. It's one of those deals you have to order that one. So that's the only foreseeable stuff coming. I got some diesels on order from Atlas, and I have some more Atlas or third rail on order. I guess we can talk about the other third rails that I have on order.
Yeah, yeah. Go for it. Please do.
I if you guys all follow Third Rail on social media, you should have seen that Jay put a release out for taking orders for the new Norfolk Southern SD70 Aces with a new paint scheme for the office car special train. Well, I had to order both of those, and I'm not intending on ordering the office cars to go with it. I'm just going to pull freight cars with it. But so I ordered those, but hopefully those will be a while yet. So. And for the first time that I saw, when I put my order in for those, there's options for what package you wanted them, and I added the Bluenami package. It was an
No
extra
shit.
extra $75 per engine. Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
$75.
$75, you get Bluenami installed from the factory. You don't got to mess with it. Engine comes with Bluenami. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Anybody bitching about price on that, you ought to go get your damn head checked. Holy
Yeah.
shit, that's a good deal.
Yeah, because like, if you recall back to when Jay has been on my live streams, there's,
Yep.
been times on there where he, people were like, "Well, can you just sell me an engine with no electronics?" And he said, "It's really not gonna change the price that much." And I think there's your answer.
Yeah. No. I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I know I was a big negative person on the Bluenami, but it is actually after getting able to use it, and now that I have one engine with Bluenami, it is pretty fun. It's I can see where it'd be super useful. Like if I lived up north with like the rest of my train friends, I could have a Bluenami engine and take it to my buddies' layouts and just run it without having to worry about what control system they had. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, that is nice.
But
That is nice.
having that having the third rail just put it in from the factory. You don't have to,
Yeah.
call up like, Sid or Travis and, get them to do it for you. You just pay $75 and you get it from the factory. I think that's a pretty cool deal that they offered in that because they also announced, that's not the first engine they offered in. I think the first one is the new Acela that they announced
Oh,
at
yeah,
York.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not buying the new Acela. That's not for me.
Me neither, don't feel bad.
No, it'd be cool. Like, I hope I get to see it at somebody's layout in the future, like that they paid that kind of money for one. I'm just not that
Yep.
big of a, I'm not that big of a streamliney electric kinda guy. It's not my thing.
Yeah, the new one to me looks like a Japanese bullet train, which I have
It
no interest in,
it
so,
kinda does, it kinda does.
yeah.
Just about half the speed, I think, but
Yeah. Not to offend anybody, it's just I'm not I'm like you, I'm not an Amtrak guy. I have one set, but it's the set that used to run in my hometown. I grew up in California, so but
The Amtrak that I do want are the E8s.
yeah, yeah.
Lionel did them. RJ from RJ's Trains, he got them at York one year we were there, and, I think,
Oh, yeah.
Third Row added the paint scheme to their E8s they're doing right now, but I can only buy one set of E8s from Third Row at a time, so I'm not getting those.
You're can I say it? You're making me laugh. You
Yeah, go
remember when
for
I
it, man.
remember when I nicknamed those E8s?
I not
They're
Go for
RJ's
it.
white P E8s. Sorry, I had
Oh
to.
my god, that's funny. That is funny.
Yeah, I'd never seen a dude so excited in my
Oh
life for
man,
a train. Oh my
I
god.
was there with him. I think it was
Excuse me.
Sid, and RJ, man, and
Yeah.
that was R. I'd never seen RJ get excited, and he was fully excited for those, man. Like he couldn't contain himself. So
I that's one thing he really brings to the table. I really like his enthusiasm, like when you watch his videos and everything, because he's kinda
yeah,
like you where he's kinda open to all the train stuff. He's not, "I only buy this, I only buy that, I only buy this." He kinda does everything.
yeah, he
So,
does do a little bit of everything. Now he's even branching off and going to like the European type of stuff, I guess. But yeah, he does have quite the enthusiasm for the trains, and it is
that's
fun.
good.
It is fun
That's
to
good.
watch him. But and his
Yep.
layouts, his layout is progressing nicely. Every once in a while, he'll make a layout
Yeah.
update video, and I'll check those out. And it's looking pretty good. But
Yeah,
and
it really
his
is.
actually I actually watched RJ's what are those things the Chargers that just came out.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, the
yeah,
fancy one.
yeah. I had to go because I knew RJ was gonna have them. I'm like I'm gonna see what these things are all about, and they're pretty cool. They look really
Oh,
good. So.
yeah, it's you're right, it's detailed as can be, it's just not a locomotive for me, that's all.
Yeah, it's not something I'll probably ever acquire or anything like that, but, like, everybody was telling me how nice they were, and, like, I'd seen pictures, but, like, to actually see them moving, like, the way they look and when they're running, I'm like, "Okay, these things are pretty
Yeah.
nice, man." I'm a pretty big fan.
I'm sorry, I think I offended guys in voice chat not that long ago, but I made the statement that I would never own a locomotive that was called a Seaman Charger, so that's just me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That
Sorry.
is Oh, man, yeah, so it's good they're doing a second run of those right now too, if anybody's looking to get an order in from Third Rail. They are taking pre-orders for their second run of the Siemens Chargers.
Yeah, Seaman Charger, it just doesn't sound like something I'd have in my collection, so
Yeah, no, they're good though. They did look good, just not for me, but yeah,
yeah,
but back to those SD70 Aces, if you go back to when I've had Jay on, he he said they were lacking a little bit on pre-orders to get those to go. So
mhm,
you guys have time to get your orders in for the SD70 Ace. I'm assuming that with the announcement of this new paint scheme of the new NS units, that will probably really help out the order counts for those engines. But
Yes.
I, you should have time to get your orders in, but don't take too long, boys. Don't miss the boat
Yeah.
if you're looking to get them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. We don't need everybody going back to Jay after the fact going, "Hey, could you run that again?"
Yeah,
Oh, you
you
should have
know.
ordered it the first time because you'll get the best price right now.
Yeah, for sure you're gonna get the best price right now, and they aren't cheap. They are not cheap. I will say that.
Yeah.
But they're gonna be a great engine. I'm just excited for that paint scheme, man. I don't know. Have you seen that paint scheme?
I have not. You'll have to send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of them. But dude, they're gorgeous, man. To me, it's one of my favorite paint schemes of all time. So I
Cool.
think
Yeah.
NS nailed that, and I'm not an NS fan. It's not like I'm an NS fanboy, but no, I think they nailed that one down pretty good.
Yep. I'd like to see it.
Speaking of third rail, before we get off third rail train here, I know we've been on talking about third rail quite a bit this episode. Um, I will be joining the Miniature Models podcast along with Jay of Third Rail. We were going to do a catalog review. We're going to do that with the Miniature Models guys, and Jay has asked me to join along in that when he debuts his new catalog here in December. So I'm pretty excited about that, man. I've never been on the Miniature Models podcast for whatever reason. Haven't been able to get on there. No invite, but I will be on it now for the first time. So that's pretty cool. And I'm really excited to see this new catalog that Jay's bringing out. I feel like it's going to be it's going to get expensive for quite a few people.
I've been so good, I haven't even asked you for hints. So there you go.
Well, to be fair, I don't have any hints to give you. So
Well, there you go. But see, I didn't even try.
no, and
So
I haven't asked Jay for any information. You know, I'm gonna wait till like I know one thing that's gonna be in there, maybe two max. I think it's two things I know that's gonna be in there. But I haven't asked him for anything, you know. And I'm like, when he debuts the catalog, it'll be my actual first time seeing the catalog, which I'm pretty excited about. Because you know, typically we all know with Lionel catalogs, everybody knows what's in them well
yeah.
before they're ever released, you know. So
Yep. You summed, yeah. But I think we were talking the other night and you kind of summed it up perfectly. All they've been doing lately is kind of swapping between SD70 Aces and ES44s or ETs now, like you said. But
it kind of feels that way, you know. And you know, with Lionel, like, they need to swap back to the SD78s because I don't have I have two.
yeah.
I have two. Yeah, they're both presidential ones. They're the Air Force One paint schemes.
Hmm.
Man, I I like Union Pacific SD70 Aces.
I know.
I
Yeah.
had a 3-pack of them at once, and I sold all of them like an idiot. I'm down to order another 3-pack of them, so we'll see how that goes.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I, those are confusing to me. Unfortunately, I stopped collecting modern prototypes years ago, but I have no problems with them. I just don't have any.
Yeah, and
So,
I don't really, like, ever think about them too much, you know, until I see a video of, like, somebody running UP-SD70s. I'm like,
mhm.
"I would like to have some of those again." So, we'll
There's
see.
nothing wrong with it. Nothing
No,
wrong with them.
we'll
Good
see
looking
how
locomotive.
they are good looking, you know, and maybe this time I won't sell them. I've had several SD70s over my collecting ever since I've been in the hobby, but, for some reason, they're I only have 2 now, but whatever.
We all sell stuff. Even let's see here. I've sold 2 items in my whole life. So, don't feel
Oh,
bad. Don't feel
you're
bad.
doing better than me. You're doing way better than me,
Mm.
Salty. Way better
Yep.
than me, but,
One was third rail and one was something I really shouldn't have sold, but damn it, I made a lot of money on it. So,
that happens, man. That happens. You know, did you watch my last video that I made? Why did I not order these?
yes, yes, I
Part
did. I did
part
actually.
two. Well, somebody brought me up or gave me a good idea to do a video of things I regret selling. And I'm like, I have a list we could put on this video, you know. So maybe I'll make that video, but
Yeah, you might as well. People would watch it,
I think
you
so,
know.
man. 'Cause I feel like that's one thing we all have is a list of things we all regret selling in this hobby.
Oh yeah.
Except you.
Well,
You've only sold 2 things though, so.
and I'll say what they are because it's no big secret. But my first one actually was, and it was long before Jay. It was when Mort Man was still running third rail. I had an SP Mikado. I don't remember the number of it or whatever, but just kind of wasn't my thing. You know, very detailed, most detailed locomotive I had. just wasn't for me. So I sold it and actually made some money. Number 2, you're gonna know what these are, and, don't tell anyone. K-Line 21-inch passenger cars.
Ah.
I had the entire set of the Santa Fe high levels, including the transition car that went from the high cars to the low cars.
Oh, I bet you did sell those for a lot of money.
I doubled my money within 2 years. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
kinda had to do that one.
Yeah, man.
So,
I see a set of them every once in a while on the internet for, not even a set. I see pieces of the set for sale, and every time I see the prices, I'm like,
whoa.
nope, not doing it.
Yeah. Well, luckily, you're not like me. You don't have to collect Santa Fe stuff, so you're
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. They are beautiful cars. I think they look awesome. But
Yeah, they're one of the better ones that they did. I still like the Southern Pacifics that you have are pretty nice. I think, now I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone, I'm sorry. I think my favorite set of 21 inches that, K-Line did are the late New Haven ones. I don't know if you've ever seen those. I think Trainboard has a set.
I think I have seen them before. Yeah.
Beautiful. They're the ones with the furnished interiors and the people, and
Yeah.
very nice, very nice. And
Yeah.
then also, shh, don't tell anyone. I would take the K-Line California Zephyr set over the Atlas. So
You take the
sorry.
K line Zephyr over the Atlas?
Yes, yes, I
I
would.
feel like I feel like
Look,
it's a very unpopular opinion, Salty.
well, here's the difference. What part of the country do I live in?
The West Coast.
Well, Midwest, kind of. I'm in the Mountain West, so
Well,
I'm in
yeah,
Colorado.
that's right. Yeah, you're not completely coast. Yeah.
No, no, no. I'm smarter than that. I'm not going any farther west than I am right now. But no, the cars that K-Line made were all based on the Denver Rio Grande prototypes. And a lot of the ones that Atlas did were Western Pacific and the Burlington ones. So the CB and Q. So I'd rather have the more of the Rio Grande ones. So,
Oh, that's
but
cool.
that's just me. That's just me. So,
That is cool.
but
I did not know that how they did that, but
well, it was, if you want me to go down the nerd hole. So 3 railroads ran the California Zephyr. It was the CB and Q ran it from Chicago to Denver. Denver Rio Grande ran it from here to Salt Lake City, and then Western Pacific ran it from Salt Lake City to San Francisco. So all of them had their own streamlined cars that they would intertwine into the train, so everything would get mixed up all the time. So you'd have California Zephyr car, but it would say CB&Q, or you'd have a California Zephyr car and it would say Denver Rio Grande Western. So stuff like that. I just wanted the Denver Rio Grande ones, that's all. So
I'm really shocked that Atlas has not remade those cars. Actually,
yeah, because they can get some money on it. And that was their own tooling, right? That wasn't based on the MTH stuff.
yeah, I think that's all there is. Yeah,
Yeah, and I when they did their Masterline passenger cars, oh my god. I mean, those are really nice. They
maybe
nailed
they'll
it.
do them again.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We will see. It's I don't know. It's like some things you think that companies would redo, and you'd be like, oh man, that'd be a home run if they did those, and they never remake them.
Oh, yeah. Because that would make sense.
Yeah, or maybe it's I don't know. Maybe they lost the tooling. Lionel seems to do that a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that. I mean, I understand losing their, like, American tooling, but when they lose this overseas tooling, how you know, maybe check on your factory a little more. That'd be my suggestion.
Yeah, it seems weird. I mean, I don't know what all goes into that or how it works or whatever. But it's just like every time I hear somebody say, "Oh, they lost that tooling," I'm like, how do you just
How
lose
do you
it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's weird. It's weird, but
Yeah,
hey,
it is.
I don't work in that industry, so I'm not sure of the details of that. You know.
No, no. I guess we could ask Jay sometime.
Yeah, maybe we'll ask Jay next time he's on the stream. Like, hey man, how you guys lose tooling?
He's gonna be like, we don't."
Yeah, yeah. Get Lionel on. Ask them. Like, they won't answer my request to join.
Yeah. That's 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 probably a good thing. I'm sorry I hate to say.
Maybe
Um,
I'll ask them. I'll reach out and see if they want to do a catalog review with me in January. Maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
I
I don't know.
they would not. No way they're doing
No,
that.
no, I don't know
No way.
how I I don't remember how Ryan speaks, but Kunkel or whatever, but man, I'll tell you who I really get a kick out of. Have you ever heard well, I met him in person, but, Ed Dickens, the guy that runs the Steam program for
Yeah,
Union
yeah,
Pacific.
yeah.
Dude, I know you're kind of a sports fan. That dude reminds me of Moses Malone because he talks, like, in 3rd person, you know?
Does he really?
Yeah, yeah, the Union Pacific is gonna I guess that's 2nd person technically, but, it just cracks me up. I mean, are you old enough? Do you remember Moses Malone when he was a
I I
basketball player?
I do know who he is, yes.
Yeah, well, he would always talk in an interview. He'd be like, "Well, Moses doesn't know what Moses is gonna do, but Moses will let you know next year what Moses is gonna do." And that's exactly how he talked. And it just used to crack me up. And when I heard Ed Dickens talk for the first time, that's what I thought of because he speaks as the Union Pacific as it's own entity. But I don't know. It's just funny to me.
That is funny. I gotta meet this
Yeah.
guy. I gotta experience this now.
Well, he comes out to that big train show, and like I said to everybody, I had no idea how big the April train show is out here in Colorado. But yeah, he put on a clinic or something.
Oh,
My
what do you
daughter
think?
and I were too busy buying shit, so
What do you think about the Union Pacific making plans to run the big boy to the East Coast?
I it doesn't matter. I know a lot of guys were talking in a stream not that long ago. "Oh, I don't care about the big boy." Well, you know what? That's fine. I don't own a big boy, but it's something to see. It's a piece of history, which is why I'm into trains. I like the history behind it. And it's something everybody should see. It's the largest steam locomotive ever produced, and the damn thing still runs. So
Hey,
I
man,
really I really hope you guys get to see it. I've seen it multiple times. So
those same guys are, hollering about they don't care about the big boy and all this and that. They're the same guys crying. There's no Hudsons for them to go look at. So
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, take advantage. I mean, I'd love to see 611 or some of those other Eastern ones, I just can't.
yeah.
But if we've got one that can drive out there now, and I hope they take 844 too, because 844 is my favorite. You guys are never gonna get to see 4449, unfortunately. But, no, if they do like a double-headed tour with 4014 and 844, y'all's gonna be impressed, is all I
I
can
I
say.
would love to see both of them. Obviously I have models of both of them.
Mhm.
But I would it'd be really cool to see both of them come to the East Coast, and
Oh, yeah.
I guess we're talking about bringing it through Horseshoe Curve or whatever.
Yes, yes.
I know there'll be like a million people out there to go see that, so maybe I'll go down the track a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be nuts. But, that's so funny because I heard a lot of people talking, they're like, "Oh, it's not gonna be able to go around corners through Pennsylvania or what." Well, a big boy can go around a tighter curve than an old Pennsy T1 can,
Yeah,
because
I
it's an articulating frame locomotive, so it can.
I guess I guess that's what Ed Dickens was doing out there when
Yeah.
all those pictures where he was with the 611 crew. I guess
Yeah.
he was looking to see where they can bring it through. I guess, but
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Maybe you'll see a big boy and 611 hooked together. That'd be kinda neat, huh?
That would be cool. That would be really cool, man. I'm just hoping it gets to actually pull it off, because I guess they're talking about going, coast to coast with it, for
Ye
America's 250 next year.
Yeah, yeah, I was talking that I have a inside source, and I do. I know a guy that works for the program, and it's gonna be a 2-year tour, but it's gonna be the kickoff for the 250th. So,
Yeah, that'd be cool. And unfortunately, they're not going to bring it to Florida, so I'm gonna have to travel to go see it, which is fine.
yeah,
I'm just excited to
it'll
see
be
it.
alright. Yeah. Or just come out here and we can see it anytime you want. I mean, it comes down to Denver about 3, 4 times a year, so
Yeah, that's true. You're not very far from Cheyenne, so
no, we're under 100 miles. We're the test run basically for all of their stuff. So,
oh, that's cool.
yeah.
That is
Yeah,
cool.
have been for years, have been for years. I remember, a 3985 being down here all the time. 844 is down here all the time. I mean, it's pretty cool stuff. It really
That's
is.
cool. Hey, did you happen to check out the Bluenami install that Travis pulled off last night?
I did not. I missed it because, May have been some Coors involved, but I can't remember. So
That happens. No, it was
it
good, man.
does.
Travis put on a good little deal last night there, and I'm working on editing the video. I'll have it on my YouTube, so if anybody listening to this would like to watch that video, it
I
will
will be
be
watching.
posted here shortly. I don't know exactly when I'll have it posted, but I'm working on it currently. So
Next few days, just say that.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot for next few days. So yeah, by the time you listen to this, maybe it'll be up. But no, it was really good. It was very good, informative information. I've been kind of curious on how you put one in, and I feel like Travis did a pretty good job of laying that out in the basic form. I know it can get a little more complicated, but he did the basics of how to make it work. So
Yeah, he's good at explaining things and he's well spoken. So
yeah,
I'm
he's
sure
really
he did.
really good at
I'm sure he.
explaining things.
I'm sure he did a great job.
Yeah, yeah. It's the video will be about a little over an hour, I think. So
Good, good.
yeah.
You'll probably get a lot of views on it. That would be my guess.
Yeah, it's a lot of people seem to be really interested in Bluenami and how to do Bluenami right now, so that is exciting.
Yeah, yeah. I still got to try one. I just got to figure out which one I'm going to do. Because, granted, I know I am now a legacy owner, but
Whoa,
I
wait a minute. Say
yeah.
that again for the guys in the back, Salty.
Salty's dumbass found him a good deal on a 990 set, so he owns it now.
Have you made your first legacy engine purchase yet?
I have not, and I know that's what I got to do. I just got to be something Southern Pacific.
I
Sorry.
mean,
So
I know where there's a Southern Pacific SD40 that's legacy for sale right now.
I was thinking something like that, or maybe a T2, like a tunnel motor,
Yeah.
SD40 T-2.
Yeah, the SD40, I think it's $400 legacy.
O- or the one that would really get me in trouble are those bloody nose E8s that they did not that long ago. So
Yeah, those will get you in trouble. That's a
yeah,
fact. They're beautiful.
yep, yep. So,
Well,
but it'll
congratulations
def.
on purchasing a 990.
Oh, thank you. I always told you that if I ever did do a command system, that's the one I would do. So, but couldn't
You're
pass
making
up the price.
progress. You're making progress, Salty. You're making progress.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't I was talking in a live stream about it. Somebody brought it up. I didn't even do it. And one of the comments was, "Welcome to 2007." I was like, dude, fucking really? It's like I hate 2007, man. That was like my first marriage and all that crap happened that year. Don't remind me of 2007.
Oh man.
So, come
Yeah,
on.
man. That's what it's from. That's what it's from.
Yeah. But anyway, so far so good. Seems pretty neat. It's really weird to hear locomotives I've owned for 20 plus years actually doing everything they're supposed to do. So
Yeah, it's weird, right?
it's really weird, but nah, it's all good. It's all good. So
So are you gonna get DCS too, or is it you just gonna stop at
no,
Legacy?
no, I'm going to stop at Legacy. Let's see. How can I say this without offending people? Um, I highly was unimpressed with PS2. I only own I've only owned a couple locomotives. Neither one of them impressed me at all. So just wasn't my thing. I quit buying MTH.
Ah, that's
So,
fair enough, man. Fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah. I mean, there's certain ones that I wouldn't mind, A2 Berkshire, stuff like that. But I'm not actively going after MTH anymore. I've never owned a PS3. I'll say that right now. But I don't know. Not my thing. Not my thing. So,
Hey man, just go get you an A2 and put some Blue Nami in it. It'll be fine.
yeah. 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 I don't know. I saw one of our fellow guys just got one of those A2s, and my God, what a nice locomotive, man. That just looks like something I would run.
Yeah, they're hard to find. They're hard to find good ones. That's the problem with them.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I've
man,
seen
just
several for
just
sale, but you run across a bunch of them that are beat up.
yeah, people probably ran him into the ground would be my guess.
It makes sense for MTH to remake them again, but hey, just an idea. Just an idea.
Yeah. There you go. To what we were talking earlier. It makes sense. So hey, let's not do it. But
Yeah,
hey,
for
whatever.
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And well, I know that you know about some information. I'll let you speak on this, but there's some news from Atlas that just came out recently.
Yes, yes, I know this is not within our scale, but I figured it was something worth touching on. Atlas last week acquired Microtrains. Microtrains, if any of you guys do not know, is the largest manufacturer of N scale, and I believe they do some Z scale stuff. To put that into perspective, if you think about when you buy stuff in our scales here, if Menards makes something, it always says like it has Lionel compatible couplers. If you buy something in HO, it says it has KD compatible couplers. If you buy something in N, it says you have Microtrans compatible couplers because they have a patented design for N scale knuckle couplers. Anyway, to me, that's a pretty big thing. If you guys did not know, Microtrains was 100% made here in the USA. They're outside of Oregon, or outside of Portland, I should say. And I don't know. I just thought that was pretty major in my opinion. Atlas did say that they're going to try to keep a lot of the tooling here in America, but I'm interested to see how long they can do that because we all know what it costs to manufacture stuff out here. But man, I don't know. Microtrain's been around a long time. I thought it was pretty interesting. The owner retired, so that's how Atlas acquired them. But anyway, I just thought that was worth mentioning to everybody.
Oh, that is worth mentioning, I suppose. I don't think it'll affect us too much in O scale, right? But
No, no. And don't get me wrong, I like Atlas as a company, I really do. But it was just weird to me. You know, we're losing our last American-made manufacturer for the most part. And Atlas will do a good job. They'll probably make the products better, honestly, but I don't know. Kind of sad for me. I'm an old school American guy, so
hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with
yeah.
that. Well, Salty, we've been on for about an hour, man. You got anything else you want to hit on before we close this out?
No, no, no. I was just happy I'm able to talk again and actually get one of these recorded. So,
Yeah, yeah, no problem, man. I'm happy to have you back, and it's always good to hear from you. Salty, let the fine folks know where they can find you at.
well, them freaking folks, if you need to find me, I do have a YouTube channel. Just search Uncle Salty. There's not a whole lot of us out there. Uh, Quickest way to get a hold of me is go through the Discord. So just send me a personal message or something. I check Discord multiple times a day, except when Zach sends me things, obviously. But inside joke, sorry guys. But yeah, those are the two best ways to get a hold of me. Or if it's something major, and if Zach trusts you, call Zach and get my number. No big deal.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. If you guys are cool and have an actual thing for this Salty, we can hook that
Yeah,
up. But
yeah.
you guys know you can find me. I'm Zach Joker's Trains on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I'm just Joker on my own Discord, the OGH Evolution Discord. I will be doing giveaways, holiday giveaways,
Uh oh.
and in December. So the first 3 weekends in December on my live stream on Sundays, I will be doing giveaways. I'll be giving away some freight cars. I'll be giving away some gift cards. So yeah, make sure you guys are there for that. Come support the stream, and
Yeah,
you
right
can
on.
always win something. And if you guys are interested in some shirts to support the podcast here, hit up the merch link in the description, and you can get you some shirts. I will also have Salty added some new products too, man. I added whiskey glasses and beer glasses. So if anybody's interested in that, let me know.
Beer glasses, definitely. Whiskey glasses, I better stay away from that shit at my age, so that's okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so yeah, we got that going. So I will have that link put out for the beer glasses and whiskey glasses. We're just waiting on I got an order out right now. I'm waiting on them to show up to the guy that ordered them, and just make sure everything looks good print quality wise and stuff like that. And I'll release that link once everything is good to go there. But Salty, I appreciate you for joining me for another episode, and I look forward to the next one with you.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for having me as always. I really enjoy doing these.
We will be back in a couple weeks. So until then, I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Word.